So there was a big shockwave that was sent through the industry back in June of 2023. For those that weren't around during that time, the SEC basically came out and alleged all these different tokens were unregistered securities, ADA included. And since that time, there hasn't really been much mention of this. In fact, I believe there's only one other time that ADA was again alleged an unregistered security, but just like a fart in the wind, was gone. Has never really been mentioned since. Now, up until recently, there was no discussion of any of these tokens at all. And in fact, it wasn't until this recent litigation against Consensus, or the litigation that will be coming, that we are seeing allegations of some of these tokens being unregistered securities again. Now, ADA isn't specifically listed here, but there's a parallel with Matic that I want to show people, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So what they alleged was that Terra Luna Classic, that's the wrong ticker, by the way, it's LUNC, Matic, Sandbox, Chiliz, and Decentraland are all unregistered securities. And what they're saying specifically about Matic is the same thing that they would likely say about ADA. Matic tokens are expected to provide economic incentives on the Matic network, now Polygon. Without Matic tokens, there is no incentive for users to expend resources to participate in activities or provide services to the overall ecosystem on the Matic network. So they're basically saying that because you can stake your tokens and earn passive yield from that, it makes it an unregistered security. And that's not the case at all. Okay. First of all, you have to pass all these other prongs of the Howey test. You have to have an investment of money, expectation of profits in a common enterprise, and reliance on the efforts of others. And this is where their argument fails completely. All right. When you are staking your tokens, just like you would on the Cardano network, it actually relies on your efforts to do so. It doesn't rely on anybody else. Nobody else can go and stake your tokens for you, right? There's also no guarantee of profit. If you held during 2022 or 2023, and we know the price of ADA just went down and down and down, you probably were net negative. Okay. So that argument doesn't make sense in general anyways. It's just about the accumulation of token that supposedly has no inherent value, right? So also the fees that you are paying to get your tokens into staking. I don't know why I'm stumbling on this. The fees that it costs you to stake your tokens is, again, your effort, your cost. You are, in fact, doing the work. So this argument by the SEC has no bearing at all. Now, what I have to say is this, do I ever expect litigation to come down versus ADA and versus Cardano? No, I don't. All right. First of all, the initial launch of ADA was done outside the US, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But it didn't follow even what some of these entities that have had lawsuits against them, like XRP, for example. It's technically against Ripple, but even that litigation, it's not the same thing, right? We're comparing apples and oranges, two completely different separate things going on. But we've also had some major rulings that have proved that, for example, XRP is not an unregistered security. The token itself is not an unregistered security. Now, this is all going to change at some point in a drastic way because of FIT21, the bill that we've talked about time and time again, the CFTC coming in, the very pro-crypto entity, the one that said 70-80% of the industry is in fact not registered securities, all right? Or not unregistered securities, not securities in general, all right? So we're waiting for this major overhaul. And I think that when this does in fact happen, there's going to be the type of clarity that we need. Right now, it's still very unclear, right? We don't even know what the SEC is doing, what they're trying to argue. They keep changing things time and time again. We know they haven't been transparent. We know they haven't been forthcoming. And we also know that they've lied. They flat out lied in court. They've been sued by this or because of this several times. So my point is that this type of stuff you're going to see probably rise when the market gets hot, when things start popping. That's when the SEC tends to do this stuff. But we've all kind of known now that this is fading away. Nobody really cares anymore. It's not making much of an impact in the industry. And in fact, this is what's kind of given us this great opportunity when it comes to ADA. It's actually pushed ADA price down, I think, lower than what people are, what prices should have been in general. And this kind of lingering feeling that may dissipate may also be the reason that ADA explodes and does extremely well late market cycle. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.